Namaste everyone. I have this silence, this joy, peace in my being, no? And I have this joy of meeting all of you also. Like my heart is empty, silent, naturally peaceful, and then it got filled by the joy of your presence, no? Here. Thank you for that. If anybody want to talk to me, you can talk.
Namaste. Ji, I come forward and want to connect with you.
Oh. Meaning I don't have that reference actually at the moment now, probably because I'm kind of, for some reason. So can you give me that reference, that what do you mean by connect with me?
I'm tired of this struggling and this mind coming, going, emotions coming, going. And I found that without your help, I can't do anything. So I wanted to get guidance from you, and being in your light, I want to connect with you so that I can be away and see this, what is happening, and stay in this moment.
I understand that, yes. Actually, this is the answer to this is much simpler. As you said, that help part is up to some degree true. In the beginning, it is nice to take help also, like taking help of a right company. That's all there is about it. In any context, like when we go for want to be more healthy, then taking help of that type of company where people are more interested in health and all, like this. Similar here also. So in that way, connecting to me is like taking help of a similar being. Like I also want to connect to my truth now, like this. And for same reason, being in Satsang also right now. But this is much simpler. There is one simple truth about you, which is beyond the feelings and thoughts and states which change. That truth is you yourself. That truth is you yourself. This simple truth that I am, who is experiencing, knowing, or talking, or saying that, hey, I want to connect. This you is not giving sufficient value to yourself right now. I invite you to give value to yourself right now, not to the problem that you are facing, because the solution for that problem is you yourself. So I invite you and every one of you, give value to yourself right now, the experiencer, the knower, the problem solver, the observer who notices problems in life, the one who is struggling in life also. This you, just for right now, don't try to solve your problems, meaning don't spend energy in solving problems right now. Because anyway it did not work, no? So then why to continue that model in which you did not succeed anyway? And everybody else who is trying in the way of the person, they in the direction of truth, they all are going to fail for sure. It's just a matter of time. When, like how much hope we have, we all are going to fail in that method because that method is incorrect. We are searching for ourselves in that method. We are searching for that joy which is our own self, which is our own being. No, we are never going to find it ultimately forever. Like we can taste the joy, taste the being, but we cannot forever experience it. Like, how can I experience it always? This we will never achieve in that method. So we all will fail one day, and then. So today you can have, you can come to this wisdom, clarity that it's not working for me. That model is not working. There is something fundamentally incorrect in that model, that approach, that understanding. No? How about you experience yourself right now, not focusing on the problems that you feel you experience. So would you like to do that? So experience yourself. I will talk a little bit to kind of encourage or in some way to point to some blind spots here, and then report to me that how is it. In this, experience of happiness or joy is not important. Remember, that is just a side effect of it. Something else is important. Something else is that have you come to a state of resolution in your being so much that you feel that even if I'm not feeling joy right now, I'm so happy. You know, so this is the goal, that we are going to come to that state of being where even if I'm not feeling joy, I'm not feeling any spiritual experiences which I thought that will solve my problem, even then I'm so peaceful, so happy right now. So this is the goal. Okay. So focus on yourself in the sense that you cannot focus on yourself. You are not an object. So close your eyes and listen also and follow like this as much as you feel. Focus on yourself. How you will focus on yourself? You are yourself, no? How can you focus on yourself? So it is not possible to focus on yourself. But we can know this right now that yes, it is not possible to focus on myself. And that already has established that you are here. This simple thing, hey, I cannot focus on myself even if I am trying right now. It has established clearly in our consciousness that yes, meaning we have become conscious now that hey, I am, but I cannot focus on myself because I focus on everything else. There is nothing which can focus on me, or even if it can, it will not be myself focusing on myself. No? So this method, this task that focus on myself is never going to succeed. But there is something true in it. So that pointing is not false. Our understanding of it is maybe not correct. Let us correct our understanding. Focus on yourself basically means give value to yourself or attend yourself. Let us attend ourselves. Because this option we have. We have a fundamental choice here to attend ourselves where nothing is happening, or during this time no change is taking place, no growth is happening, seemingly, no new understanding being added to us, no, we are not trying to experience something also. Like a, a spiritually unproductive time. No? And this is the way to awakening to who we are. Do not try to uh, give value to yourself because you want to achieve something called awakening, something called this or that. No, value yourself so that you can feel that inherent deep peace, deep rest, deep silence, deep comfort, contentment, which we all are longing for really all the time. Immediately, let's say it can be experienced immediately, but you will have to give up your journey in the sense of the ideas we have about life and the seeking that is coming out of it. Either we are seeking something in the social structure or in the spiritual structure. No? Both these structures, social and spiritual, are serving their own purpose. But right now, what we are doing does not require any spiritual structures also, instructions or anything like this. It's much more immediate than a process or a practice. No, it's not a practice. It's a real, alive, doing it right now thing. No? It's an understanding I'm sharing with you while I'm living this understanding myself. No? And it can help you in some way directly. It may not, we may fail, but we may succeed also. Let us try. But if we succeed, it's going to be very fundamental discovery. It is the discovery of the being that we are, who is not giving value to itself while it is giving value to its ideas about life and everything. It's okay to continue giving value to ideas about life and everything. What is wrong in giving value to yourself also? And that is where the game starts changing. The moment you start giving value to yourself, we start waking up, in the sense that our wisdom starts waking up. Then we see that those goals are all not of any use. I am joyful right now. I am complete right now. I am myself right now. Why I have to search or go somewhere to be myself? My body, mind and everything can be corrected, improved, like progress is possible here, but not in myself. And don't need to ask who I am right now. This is not that self-inquiry which we are doing right now. It's not about doing something, it's about being right now, who we are. Meaning giving value to who we are already. If you can connect to what I am sharing, you will not need to deal with, oh, thoughts are coming, what to do. You will not need to do anything about that. Because it is you who attends thoughts. So I think it is good enough. Please, you can report back to me if you feel.
Ji, I can feel the silence.
Hmm?
I can feel the silence.
You can feel the silence, okay?
Ji, felt like a shift happened, like
Yeah, continue saying more. I need more words.
Ji. Ji. This moment words are not coming in the mind.
Okay, let me give you some reference that you were fed up with this model of again and again getting caught up in the mind and feelings and this and that, and you wanted to be free from it, and you said that I want to connect with you for that. I said you connect to yourself. That is what is going to only solve this problem. So have you solved that problem? That's my question now.
Ji, in a way yes, but in a way no. Ji.
So then we have detailing. No? Now you already know what to say. No? So please tell me details of, in a way, no part of it. No? Both part actually.
Ji, in a way yes means that now there is no problem. But in a way no, that I don't know that whether they exist or not. This
I
moment.
don't know that if
They exist or not.
they exist or not. Right now, the temperature in which you are in this room, is it fine for you? Is it too hot or more, less hot, or like cold or hot or something? Or is it like appropriate?
Ji, it's very little hot.
Little hot, but that's okay, no?
Ji.
Yeah. Do you care about rain if it may happen? And I don't know if rain will be there or not.
No.
You don't care. Why not? Because you are supremely happy right now and complete here, no?
Yes.
You know, even if rain comes there, it will be all right, no? In the similar way, check right now, how are you here right now, and why you are caring about, I don't know if there are problems left or not. Why you are not caring about the solution where you have come to? Why you are still trying to attend your uncertainty about possible problems? Like, uncertain about it, but still giving value to the maybe there will be problems. Just check right now. I'm not saying that change yourself. I'm just questioning it. Why you are doing like this? Is it not the fear from the past coming? That I was very thirsty. I'm drinking water right now, but what if tomorrow again I feel thirsty and water is not there? Are you saying like this? And maybe true. About the water, it is very much possible like this. But about yourself, how it is possible? Will you also not be there that time when problems will come? Or you will not be there that time? This is my question to you. If you will not be there that time, you are not here right now also then. And if you are here right now truly as you are, then you will be there the same way there also that time. What difference it will make that time and right now? Please check right now. No?
Ji, this is a very open space.
Open space in what sense?
Like, can't hold. This I can feel.
Why you need to hold anything?
Yeah, this is a habit. From habit I am speaking it. This I
Meaning,
felt it.
do you need to hold on to your body in order to move your body right now as you are moving right now?
No, ji.
So you are able to move your body, but it's just that you are not able to hold on to it the way you used to feel that you need to hold on to it in order
Yes.
to function or work through your body. No?
Yes.
That's okay. No? Correction will happen that no, I don't need to hold on to my body from inside in order for my body to, I need to move my body as per my will. No? So that correction will so easily happen. No? As you will settle more in this self that you are, the wisdom, the awareness of it will show you. No? That it's not necessary to hold on to the body as much as I thought. No? Any other problem left now to be solved in that context?
Ji, there is a one thing which I found now is that I came this place before also and I couldn't give value, so that's why it's gone. So I
Yes.
wanted to check with you how I can be giving value so that.
But why you should check with me? You should check with yourself now. Like, are you giving value to it right now?
Yes.
So is that not enough value you are giving? Like, is there something left? Like, why you have doubt? That's my question. Because there has to be some origin of doubt when we are attending it. No? Either it is just a fleeting thought, can be ignored, or if it is something coming from very depth, some depth, then check what depth that is. What is the root of this doubt?
Feeling is there to certain it, like now don't want to go back and forth.
Yes. So
This
that's what precisely we are doing, by the way, no?
Ji.
Starting in that way, or now applying the same intention to be certain about this also. So be certain about this right now. You tell me how you can be certain, because if you are uncertain, only you can tell, no, how you will be certain, because you know how you are uncertain, no? Or don't you know? Or you are uncertain like, I don't know, I am uncertain, but I don't know how I am uncertain. Is it possible for anyone to be uncertain and not knowing how I am uncertain? Are you saying that? Maybe you just did not look deeply. Check right now.
It's just a fleeting thought which says that check it and have this value which I'm hearing, and then
None of it is good or bad in itself. It is up to you how you are using it and for what. You can use all these thoughts and feelings and doubts which are here right now for your advantage to verify that whether I am living in myself as myself or not. Or you can use it to get out of it, doubting that, oh, I am not living in myself. Both ways these things can be used. It's up to you what you want right now.
being here.
You don't need to tell me really. Tell yourself who is doubting. Then why don't you give value to yourself? Why you are not living yourself? Why you are talking about doubts and tomorrows? This is my question. You don't need to tell me that I want to stay. You don't need to want to stay here. Start staying here right now. No? Why you are waiting for something else? Why you have not started already living as yourself right now? This is my question. Why you are waiting for your mind to settle the score that okay, now everything is final. Now I am never going to lose it. Let me start living myself. But what if this score can be settled only if you start living yourself? And this is the truth, by the way. We are waiting for mind to be convinced and clear that everything is fine now and I am not never going to lose myself. Then we start living ourselves. But our mind will be only certain once we start living ourselves for a prolonged period of time. So now it is a catch-22. How to break it? You know? Now it's a catch-22. How to break it? So please you decide how you want to break it.
Just being here, not to giving value about feeling and thoughts.
Anybody, many beings have come to this clear knowing of who we are, and they lived this truth very peacefully, very joyfully, and the joy grows, peace grows, the mind confusions decrease, slowly disappear, everything becomes clear and complete. But it is a really very individual call. I cannot tell you that do this. No, I will ask you what you want. Because we all are really following our own heart only and taking help from others, which is totally fine. Just check your own heart. Are you really clear and having value for it? You don't need to give value to yourself when you see the value of it. No? Well, giving value to ourselves is not an activity, it's an attitude. No? Let's not convert it into an exercise. It's understanding. It totally makes sense. Like at some point we become clear that it makes sense to give value to myself more than anything else. My true self, pure self, not the ego self. No, like this. So I think we are resolved now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else can talk also? Yeah, Mahima.
प्रणाम जी. The conversation with Prajot is very helping me. Means I feel it is very helpful. It's really something is clear to me. Like I want to share. Um, we need to certain about our decision or our thing. We need to uh, हमारे मन को हम कन्विंस करेंगे तभी हम फील करते हैं कि हाँ अब मैं अपने आप में हूँ. या ये चीज मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा अपीलिंग लगी क्योंकि यही स्ट्रगल, दिस इज द ओनली स्ट्रगल आई फील कि आई एम नॉट इन गुड मूड और आई एम नॉट इन माइंड इज वर्किंग सो आई एम नॉट इन माई सेल्फ. इट इज द बिग प्रॉब्लम विथ मी and it is very helpful. Please say something.
Actually, it is exactly the opposite because we are not living in our own joy and vibration of being. That we are in not good mood, no. And we are taking the reading very incorrectly. That because I am not in the good mood right now, because I am too tensed today, I don't think this is a good time to meditate. No, this is the best time to meditate when we are tensed, stressed, unhappy, suffering. This is the best time to meditate, no? It is said that we should meditate half an hour a day, no? Unless if we are too busy In that case, we should meditate 1 hour a day. No? Do you see the point? The meditation is to cover up that distortion that happens to our being in relation to everything that we experience within ourselves and outside. To remove that distortion and bring ourselves back to harmonious state of being. No? The more busy we are, the more we need to do that in one sense. No? Which does not necessarily mean it's about time, half an hour or 1 hour. It's about how quickly we can connect to ourselves. No? Even some beings are able to connect in 1 second, like, okay, in the middle of office work and everything, they're just finding that kind of distortion felt in them, and then they just connect to themselves for a moment, and they feel that harmoniousness and holistic wisdom also they feel, no? To make decisions and everything also, you know. Just we need to correct our understanding in this case. How about continue correcting your understanding, but also continue meditating? How about that model? Because the more we meditate truly, not like trying to meditate, there is no such thing as trying to meditate. Maybe trying to understand what is meditation by trying to sit quietly, no. But either we succeed or we don't. We are not trying to be peaceful in meditation. No, that's not fundamental meditation that I'm offering. Trying to be peaceful is a very, very incorrect approach when we are feeling not peaceful. No? No, not trying to be peaceful, but trying to experience who we are by trying not to do anything that time. Trying to disengage ourselves from doings. Like more doing, don't do more doing. Whatever doing happened, happened. Right now just going to rest. Remain. Rest means remain. I'll remain as I am. And I will try to sense and feel my own self during this time. Meaning I'm trying to live myself during this time when I'm not doing anything else. No. It resolves so many things. Like kind of it removes that sense of disharmony or sense of restlessness which comes in the being also. No? And somehow the natural rhythm of the being comes back, where we are first of all very joyful, naturally and without any cause of it outside of ourselves. And we are very clear in our perception, in the seeing, we are very clear also. Anyone who is happy cannot be fooled. Anyone who is happy cannot be fooled. No? We cannot fool anyone who is happy. So our mind and confusion or anything, or anything else outside of mind also cannot confuse us. Only when we are not happy, we are trying to be happy or believing that I can be happy in this or that way, then we have a hope from any and everything in a way. No, also. So thank you. I think that's all came. Thank you.
Dear, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So meditation is not some kind of special for me. This fundamental meditation that I'm sharing, the understanding of it, and we do also oftentimes, it's not some kind of special activity. It is the most original, natural activity in one sense that being can do. The most fundamental choice the being makes or can make. As if when we are living in the thoughts and feeling continuously, almost like 24 hours a day, we almost have forgotten this fundamental choice that we have as the being. This approach is to remind us that we have this choice to not do anything, just for some time, and remain as what we remain. All those words that rotate in our head, all those problems, they just somehow settle somewhere. They just disappear, evaporate for the time being. For the time being. I know our mind will say that they will come back. If we can really connect to where we are, they don't come back. Because they are not really living on their own. There is some support given by us also. It is almost like they are our own creation. What is happening inside us is almost like our own creation. And we can change our creation. So I think very, very good. Thank you. Yeah.
Namaste, beloved.
Namaste.
I'd like to check with you something. So yesterday there was certain things that happened in my regular life. So there was something which can be perceived as strong happened in the personal family life, and then something quite strong happened in my business side also. Okay? What needed to be done, I did. What actions need to be done, I did. Yeah. Then I realized that there was some little bit heavy, like a heaviness inside. Okay. So at that point, I did not address that heaviness. I knew that one of these things has caused that heaviness. Yeah? So I allowed it to just let it be. And I did not process it further because what actions need to be done is already done. So I didn't go back to my thoughts. Yeah? But this heaviness was still there. I continued to just let it be. And then eventually, after a few hours, it just disappeared.
It's just gone.
It just disappeared, yeah. So now also those things that are happening in personal life and professional life is still there. Still unresolved, It's going to need some time to resolve, essentially, yeah. But no action is needed at this point. And so this approach, correct, this heaviness that was felt and how it was handled, is that okay?
I feel if it is okay for you, yes,
Yeah.
it is fine. The thing is that this heaviness, let's say you felt, let's say we can call it at the emotional level, energy level, heaviness felt in the energy level, no, emotional level. No? If let's say you continue living after that, no, continue living the aliveness of life, the freshness of life more and more and more and more, that heaviness has been handled anyway, because it was not given a space to settle in our structure of body mind also. No? And also if our attitude plays a role here. What is our attitude? Like how much fresh we are eating from life now. The more we are eating fresh from life, the less heaviness will settle in us. Our own system will indicate or push it away in a way. No? Indicate to life that, hey, I don't want it in my system anymore. It's quite similar to having a habit of, let's say, eating nice, fresh food, healthy food, versus not so much having this habit. When we have this habit of eating healthy food, fresh food, that time we might eat some food which in our understanding was okay, or this was the only option available. So then we eat it and we are feeling heavy in the stomach now. And then you started doing something else, walking or something, just you moved on at the physical level, some other activity, and then you ate something else and somehow it was not there anymore. If it was not there anymore, it is really not there anymore. We don't need to keep thinking about it now, no? That's what my point is. There is a reality of energies and their layers, and they hold the memory and they hold the energy and all. That is true, but The point is that what is our attitude? That's most important. Our attitude can change so much in our life than our efforts. Because experience of heavy energy is a simple fact of life. It happened. That is not in our hands. What happened is not in was not is not in our hand. But now what we do with it, how we meet it, our attitude towards it, is going to decide its fate in us. That's my point. So if your attitude is you are more attached or interested in freshness and lightness, not heaviness, this energy most probably is not going to survive in you. Even if the being has to throw it out through a, throw up, like literally throwing up kind of thing, even then the being will do like this. It will not let it stay in the system. Like what is our tolerance level towards it? That's the point. This is the thing that as soon as we start developing taste for the purity of our own being, for the joy of our own being, for the truth of our own being also, it kind of resets everything in a way, in a good way. It brings things to very much balanced state, harmonious state where appropriate, heaviness is allowed, which is part of living life in the body mind. But excessive is not allowed or not given value also. Because the trap, the bait that is used for to trap us is joy, nothing else. Once we start experiencing joy continuously inside us, we are free from traps, any and every trap. You are sitting, let's say, joyfully right now. Somebody is passing. Oh, there's such a great party going on there. Or somebody, oh my God, they are distributing very very nice cake. Or something else, which is like similar. You will not feel like moving even, or listening even. Like, yeah, it's fine. Because you are already joyful. No? This joy that we experience in the being, we mostly have not experienced, beloveds. That's why doubts are coming. When we actually experience this joy, we don't doubt because we are the being, we know the taste of it. We know that this is the real thing in comparison to all the thoughts or all the those things which I experienced through mind or like this. We don't, nobody feels doubt, oh my God, maybe this is joy or maybe I'm confused. There's no maybes here when we experience our own being. Absolutely no maybes at all. Even for 1 second we experience, we know this is true experience of my being. This is the point. So let us continue everything that we feel appropriate to do, to grow, to in life and everything. But let us also do as much as we can to taste our own being, which is so simply possible. That's what I mean. That's why I say, that's going to reset so much in our life in a good way. Like dependencies will be so less, so much less now. Like for example, we are searching for happiness even through eating, like through food also. You know, taste, for example, taste part of the food is searching for happiness, no? Food is for body, no? Not for tasting, no? Generally speaking. Why we are so much into the taste of food? Of course, it should not be so bad, or like this. Some Ayurvedic medicines are like really very strong taste. So there we are searching for happiness, which we want to have and not having.
What you said is so insightful, beloved. The search for joy. I think that is fundamentally what helped. That I did not search for joy to replace this heaviness, Rather, I wanted to connect to the being, the joy of the being. So the other scenario would be, how do I find joy to replace this heaviness? I would probably have unleashed the mind, again, just trying to sort it out somehow or the other, and it cannot be sorted out. It will take time. And I feel I would have just been caught up in the mind over and over again.
Yes, yes. Actually, we should develop some kind of what I call stability. That stability will very quickly tell us that, hey, I'm lost. When you feel you are lost, trust, you are really lost. Stop that time. Don't move so much now, because you will be lost more, maybe. Just stop for a moment now. This is time to stop and observe. Like, okay, let me see. Like, it is time to find out. Here you are on the map. No, that part. Here I am. That part we have to find out first of all now. Otherwise, we move more. We are lost more. No. And like this, life can be much more simple, really, because life is much more immediate than it appears to us generally. For example, this is my experience and knowledge that joy of our own being is immediate, more immediate than anything else. And we just somehow are so convinced that I have to solve my problem first. No, we can solve the problems also, after also. So don't discard the problems or anything. But what is wrong in being joyful also at the same time? So there's a misunderstanding in our being, what we call our mind. Mind is a misunderstanding in our being in one sense. The thinking and like that kind of overthinking mind. Where we are believing that it is either or. Life is never either or. Life is many things at the same time, many levels of our own being at the same time. No? We are a multi-layer being, which can experience body level, which can think also, which can feel also, and which can be peaceful also all this while, joyful also all this while. So that's why this is very important to understand that are we thinking to think, or are we thinking to seek joy in that also? And continuously we are seeking joy. That's where things are going. Like the purpose of thinking was something else. Now we are using thinking also to seek for joy. And we are thinking very less now on the subject where we should think, also. Isn't it like this? Every level of activity of our own being is being used only for one thing called seeking for joy. And that's why we are suffering in life also, in the sense that we have less ability of that level, physical, mental, emotional, which is needed in our life also, to live life also. Many times it's like this. We all have to check. How is it?
So insightful again, beloved. This search for joy by using the mind, I feel it many times will cause us to take the wrong decision also. We are trying to get to joy while the actual solution to a circumstance is slightly different, which may be hard for the next step.
Yes, you are very right. And sometimes this is the best thing to do, to take some hard decision, which may look very bitter, And because we are already empty of joy, there is no joy buffer there. We feel I cannot take this much bitterness right now, so better to avoid this, Yes, you are very right. That's why the life events also disturb us more. What it means, disturb us more means like already we are unhappy and they're making us more unhappy now, in one sense. And joy of our own being cannot be disturbed. It cannot be disturbed. Mind can be disturbed. Being cannot be disturbed. Mind is like not fragile, robust. Mind is robust by effort. and or trying to remain robust continuously by continuously repair and maintenance in it. Our body is kind of relatively more fragile to life, no? Uh, exposure. But our being is anti-fragile. It is not, our being is not robust. Our being is so gentle, like so gentle. But it cannot be disturbed by anything. In this sense, our mind can be disturbed. Mind of a being who is living peacefully can be disturbed. Because it is, after all, energy construct only, no? Energy constructs can be disturbed in one way or the other, no? But the being that we are cannot be disturbed. Disturbed means cannot be deconstructed, no? In whatever we do. And somehow we have to check this, we have to see this in our being. And this is such a security in a way that now this joy cannot be lost. At least not by any external factors. No, any external factor cannot cause me to lose this joy now. Only I may drift away from it. I may give less value to it maybe, for some reason. I'm just sharing all of this because we have so many misunderstanding, spiritual misunderstanding that I think it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joy, you want to talk?
Yes, Namaste Ji. I feel very much joyful most of the time, but I feel that like to have the refinement because it still happens that 1-2 times the memory come, but the memory is not useful. It's not even useful for my practical life.
Oh.
So then I feel very much aware of it, but just wonder that still coming, not so much, but just like to have the refinement.
Oh. I think it's a very good point. We can explore, no? Memory, like, is it useful, no? Meaning, is memory useful for the being? There is an essential memory in the body in every layer also, no? What we call other bodies or other cores, no? There is an essential memory for functioning, no? For functioning of them. So that is fine, that is there. But probably what we are talking about, memory of experiencing, no? We are talking about memory of experiencing, not the memory of the system itself, no? Because system also, body-mind system also has memory, how to function, no? So we are talking about the memory of uses of the system, meaning experiencing, no? By us, the being, no? Yes? Like I lived this, I had this relation, I had this nice coffee, nice, those things are there inside us. And now when we are living something similar, sometimes not even similar, no? But that memory somehow is there in a way, like a taste of the old experience in our tongue, no? To that memory, for sure, you will find that it's not useful. It's not useful. Yes, yes. Our wisdom of the mind will save us, you know, not the memories, no? You know. After every event of life, our mind learns something also, no? It learns, it becomes wiser, no? More wise. No? So that wisdom will help us in practical life, yeah. But memory, please say a little more, because this is a very good topic really, but it depends on how much we want to explore also, no?
I feel actually sometimes that very much fresh without the memory, but just only maybe not enough fresh food. But I feel the memory is still here.
Huh. memory of being a person, no? Memory of being a person. It is definitely there inside ourselves, no? It is how much value uh, it takes, no? How much value we give to it also, no? I think something similar is also connected to what we were talking with Nishant also, that let's say if we start giving value, if we start giving value to the fresh life that we have right now more, we are more absorbed in this life, meaning engaged with the beauty and the freshness of it, no? Then naturally, we will give less value to it, yes? And naturally we will see whether it is useful or not, you know, because the the plate, the plate and the spoon from yesterday, most probably will be useful, no? But not the dirty plate and dirty spoon, no? Which has some food from yesterday, we will naturally see that no, this is not useful. I have made my fresh food. I want to feel that freshness, and I want my plate to be as clean as possible. No, I think we will develop this kind of sense by itself. Everybody, it's not going to be like a fixed thing for everyone, but you know, like some will feel that no, at least food is fine, food is fresh, it's okay. I don't care to wash my plate now. Some will know I want to wash my plate also, like this. So I think the best approach is to start living the freshness of life beyond memories. What is happening today also more, no? Then that will give us more and more wisdom towards how much memory I need. No? Yeah. I think it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
We'll eat more fresh food.
Actually, the freshest food I found, we eat in the meditation, no? In Dhyan and Satsang, no? We experience fresh food given by the being of life to us. But that's why sometimes it looks too open also, too open. Like I cannot connect to it. Yeah, we are not able to connect to it sometimes. It's too open, too fresh in a way. You know what I mean? It is said that when we go on for trekking, trekking to mountains, it is said that, or it is done like this, that we need to do acclimatization before that. At least, like as soon as we go to 3,000 meter or 2,000 meter, 2,500 meter, 3,000 meter, there we have to have a base camp. Like overnight, we have to stay there, no? Because oxygen is thin and the air is very pure, and we are not used to of any of it. We are not used to of that so fresh air. When we are experiencing pure air of the being, no? Here in Satsang, Dhyan and Satsang, also we feel like this. Even our we can have what we call high altitude sickness sometime, no? like a dizziness. Don't believe that this actually happens. We just have a sense. Our system is giving a sense only this much. It's not really to be given value. Like, oh my God, how to move? No, you start moving and your body will get adjusted again very quickly, like within seconds. Within seconds, it doesn't really that much that we think like, oh my God, I have to take few days course somewhere or something for that. Not really, not really. We don't know the power of being rooted in our being yet. That's why probably we are. But a little exposure sometime may give us this kind of impression. Thank you. I hope all of you are enjoying the being yourself. No? What is your being? Your being is yourself who is trying to attend everything right now, or who is attending any and everything. This you is the being that we are. No? This ourself is that being, and this ourself, the being, is invited to not attend anything, but attend ourselves. No? So this is what is meditation. I hope you are in meditation while we are talking. No? Listening to the talk also and trying to understand something, if it is there in for me also in it, is fine. But are you also not continuously in your being? Like you don't really need to out of your being to listen to what is being shared right now. No, just a little bit of you is required, no? To pay attention to the mind, which is processing the sensory report. No? Isn't it? The rest of you can be so nicely enjoying the rest, the peace, the joy, the beauty of your being. No? I hope it is like this for all of you. Let us try to live through understanding and through living together. Like I just have the feeling that let me just share, and then it may make something clear to us in relation to the being that we are. No, while we are living it, also going to live this truth also now. No, what is this purity of our own being? Let us try to focus on this purity of our own being. What is this purity? Purity of our own being, is it something, some kind of thing inside us? Hey, let's go inside us and feel the purity of our own being. Is it like this? And we go inside us and we feel some purity actually also. So it is true that there is something inside us which can give us the purity, experience of purity. But let's go deep really, like let's face the truth right now of it. Just right now, let's face the truth of this purity of being right now. That's my I have inspiration right now for it. What goes inside us, inside us, what goes inside us is our attention only, which is right now under the control of our mind in one sense, misunderstanding. So that's why it goes little bit only. And then little bit we are able to experience what we experience that time. We experience actually ourself only. So our self is that purity. Not that there is some purity inside us as such, like a section, special. No, whole of ourself is that purity of being. Plus, there are things happening inside us. Plus, we are attending them also. These are the three things. Ourself, which is the purity of our own being. We are the being also, and we are our purity of being also. And that is working like a space also in which many things are happening inside us. And there we have a ability to focus. The being that we are has the ability to focus on things which are happening inside us. We have a possibility of engaging with things also which are happening inside us. In this picture, things which are happening inside us are not taking away our ability from us. Our ability of engaging with them, is not spent so much like this as we engage with them. It is still there with us. Because that's why we are able to move from one thought to another, one feeling to another. We are able to engage from one thing to another. So our ability to engage is not some kind of thing connected to what is happening inside us. It is our ability within ourselves only, in the purity of being, no? Like a decision, like intention, like inspiration, no? Right? And our purity of being is always here when we are full of many things inside us. So our purity of being has not gone anywhere when we are full of thoughts, feelings, or intentions or anything else right now. But we are not experiencing the purity of being. This is the point. And for that, the answer is that for that we need to experience ourselves, not searching for some kind of purity inside us. Because inside us we will find only content, no? Because when we search inside us, we search as what? As whom we are searching. When we look inside us to find the purity, who we are that time. We are the attention that time, no? Like a somebody, we are like a somebody looking at the nobodiness or nothingness of our own being. No? So let us try to understand this point more. And when we are understanding, we are living it also. No? So purity of my being can be experienced by myself, by the being that I am. No? How? By learning something in some way that I do not engage with anything right now. Engage with what? Engage with that which is inside me only. So what is inside me means inside my purity. I do not engage with that right now. Myself is purity of my being. Myself is pure being always. And right now also. No? So learning this art to not engage with anything that is happening inside me, although it continues happening inside me. It is not removed from me. Because that is the another approach spiritual being seekers have taken, trying to remove things from ourselves, from within ourselves, which is also like totally fine as in when we want, no? But it's not really going to solve our fundamental problem, because our being is always pure, in which the content is happening. So we when feel that I'm not feeling the purity of my being, what we are saying is that I'm not pure being right now. My space is polluted. We are saying like this. However, it is not really. The space of being is not polluted. It is the longing of the being to experience its emptiness of being, that what we call purity of being, that is saying that I'm not able to live my purity, my emptiness. I'm continuously living the fullness, the stuffedness of the things and all. The way is to withdraw ourselves. Let us learn the way to withdraw ourselves from engagement. This is that art of meditation in one sense, you can say. No? And let us not try to go somewhere now. We cannot go anywhere now. Because we have withdrawn ourselves from everywhere being that what is happening inside us. So what is happening inside us is still there. It is still happening. But as if we have gone one step subtler than this now into our being. And here we are. Here is the purity of being. No? It's just always here. It's just always here. This purity of being has never got polluted by anything. There are no levels of being outer than this which got polluted by anything. They are not polluted, they just got filled by things. No? Polluted is more of a attitude, a declaration that this is pollution and this is not. No? What was a nice food yesterday is garbage today. No? So that's more of a outlook towards it. No? Why it is important to live the purity of our own being, which is already and always present, so that first of all we catch some breath, which we are seeking for, so that we feel little peaceful, less restless, more stable, more simple in seeing. And we somehow start sensing that, okay, what to do with this stuff which is inside me. Like how much of it is okay and how much not. Somehow that correction start happening by itself also. All of this is so one in a way, so fundamental in a way. Once we start living this purity of our own being, we start becoming happy, we start becoming peaceful, joyful. But that joy is now rooted in our own self. We are the master in a way. This is in our control now. This joy is in our control now. No? It's not like, oh my God, my feeling changed right now because something is happening or some energy is moving inside me and my joy is gone. No, there was a comfort or sense of joy felt through that energy which was moving, which when changed, that sense is not there anymore. And that's going to continue changing continuously. Discomfort, comfort, joy, like happiness and happiness. This is just going to continue, and it is continuously happening like this. It's not like every time after happiness, unhappiness felt. After unhappiness, happiness felt again. But our taste of being, that joy which we are feeling in our own being, is it changing? If it is changing, then this is not the joy I am talking about. Then you have not come to that purity of being that I am talking about right now. No, it is not changing at all. It's just simply not changing at all. Not today, ever. It never changing. This is the subtlemost vibration which just remains peaceful, joyful, full of aliveness. It's like alive, like live. It's excitement is here. In comparison to this peacefulness of our own being, we are not at all living any passion, showing any passion in life actually. We are very dull people in that case, in comparison. This is pure passion towards anything. It looks at, let's enjoy my chai. Hey, let's go to the beach or anything, We are very dull people in that case in comparison, unless we come here. But here we are peaceful. Very passionate but peaceful. Not like, disturbed or disturbing. Not hurt or hurting. In that way. It's very harmonious wholeness, full of excitement, but not going out of control. Always in harmony. Always in balance. Balance. Like it's never more excited. And also not less excited ever. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say about this thing. This truth is so amazing that it's not easy to contain it. And it is so difficult to express also. And by the way, we can wake up also by tasting this. I forgot to tell you. Because that's kind of a USP, Like people like this point a lot, that I want to wake up. I have to wake up this summer, otherwise, next year new project is beginning, and so I will not have many time to wake up that time. And kind of crucial for me to wake up this year only. We can wake up also. Why we can wake up? Because experiencing our own self works like a remembrance. We remember somehow. we remember somehow, like, oh, like there is a memory in the being that we are, no, in this subtlemost level of our own. There is as if there is a memory of our origin, of our source. And that's the sweetest thing to experience really, to experience that connection with the source, with the beloved. Like there's nothing more sweet than that, really, really. Well, let's take it in a very practical sense, in a factual sense. You know, let's not color it in any way. You know, let's live the truth of it. Like it is true actually in all of us. It is here as we are living this purity of our own being. It has that memory, most fundamental existential memory. In this context, we don't have to remember who we are. We only have to forget what we think we are. We are thinking about who we are right now too much. Stop thinking about who we are at all. We will not have to think or ask who I am. That is naturally present. That knowledge is naturally present in us. No? It's so naturally present in every one of us. We are just not looking at it, meeting it, and coming here. Thinking cannot function here. Thinking is too gross for this memory. Thinking is a too gross tool for this being. Being is too subtle for it. No? Feeling also is quite far. Capable a little bit, but still very far. Being is the only option. Being this, not thinking this or feeling this. Meditation is being ourselves, being this being. Meditation is being ourselves. How amazing is this, no? Simple truth. Let's say any one of you is still not in this purity of being. You are thinking. Uh, it's less important what are you thinking. More important is from where you are thinking right now, where you are sitting when thinking. No, inside you, where you are sitting right now when thinking. Actually, you are sitting in this purity of being only. No? From where you are thinking. It's just that you are not living the purity, the ground from where you are thinking. You are giving value to thinking more. That's all. No, that's the only difference. No? Well, while most of us are giving value now to the ground on which we are standing or sitting, and that ground is our own self. It's not like some ground somewhere. You will feel that intimacy immediately as we come here. We feel that intimacy immediately. Like familiar. We find it familiar. Hey, I know this. I know this. This is myself. No? Here, mind is not required to verify whether this is myself or not. Rather, staying here for some time will enable us to understand what mind is actually. Truly what mind is, we will understand if we spend some time here in the being. I just felt, beloved. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Let's see if anybody else want to talk to me. Devdas, you wrote, beloved Rajiji, it's also about being fresh in such a way to not be caught in cultural or personal conditioning, habits, and in fixed meanings or kind of old understandings, isn't it? It's also about being fresh in such a way. Um, Actually, all these conditionings and everything, although it showered on us wherever we were born and brought up, no, but we also embraced it from inside, unknowingly, no. As soon as we start waking up to who we are, to the ground of our own being, our wisdom start waking up, and the house cleaning begins immediately, no. House cleaning is on all the time as soon as we start experiencing ourselves. We develop taste for the freshness of our own being. We also develop distaste for the dirtiness of in our being also, no? In the same proportion, no? Some things will become unbearable, like I just cannot live with it. Not that for that we will have to go somewhere for some process. No, I cannot live with it means it's going to go out of my system soon now. Soon means like next morning you wake up, it's not there. No? This is our natural ability of the being. So falling in love with the purity of our own being is more than enough, really. No? Falling in love with the fresh air is more than enough to be free from the pollution, no, of the city, isn't it? Now, even if we have a very big house there, and it's like not only big, it's like in a very, very good location where we have very high property rates and everything. We are going to find some way to keep it maybe or sell it, but relocate. No? It's all about what we are getting where we are right now, what we are getting from what we are engaged with right now. And as soon as it becomes clear, I'm getting only pollution. So this is my feeling, beloved. I felt like this.
Maybe an exploration or sharing in the direction of opposites or no opposites, in the sense of what you were sharing, that in our practical normal life we have happiness and unhappiness, and there we have the waves. After happiness comes up, it's an ongoing forever process, and we are sad and happy, or maybe sick and healthy, either, like same thing, maybe like it seems like that the practical life, our normal world, is just full of opposites and which keeps everything going. And then we have, or what I feel, and maybe we can explore this, that there are also, for example, this joy, the joy which comes from within, from myself. It doesn't have an opposite. It's just there. And it's more about me attending it or not attending it, but not about joy being there or not there, or becoming unjoy, unhappiness at one point.
Yes. It's so true what you are saying. Anybody who came inside their own being, no, found this joy. And many beings came and they reported also, hey, joy is here and it doesn't change really. It doesn't go through the pendulum, as a pendulum of within the opposite also. Those who listened were benefited, those who did not, they continued. What you said about happiness and happiness swinging like this, that thing is what is called change. We just maybe don't note this sometime or don't look at it in that way. That is called change. Unhappiness basically is when that feeling which we felt we liked is gone. No? Oh, it's gone. Or is going. Oh my God, oh my God. No. That is unhappiness. No? And that feeling is really not going anywhere forever. It is just a circle of energy. No? That circle of energy is again going to create similar feeling. And happy. Then fading, gone. No? Isn't it? So this is what is change. Every level of body mind is changing. No? And which is not that we alone as an individual responsible for it. No, as a whole also we are connected and contributing. No? So that's a very complex thing to be understood. No? But in simplicity, this joy that we experience in our own being is not changing. It is not in this realm where it changes. So this is a changeless joy, actually. Joy of the being is changeless joy. And it just, we are not noticing it. Because we want the joy in the changeful field. Because I am struggling here. My happiness disappears. Can you give me happiness here which does not disappear? No. That happiness which does not disappear at that level will never happen. We will never find that. And this is where we are trying to achieve happiness at the wrong place, and we all are going to fail one day. And then we will sit quietly and do nothing. And at some point we will suddenly feel, I'm kind of feeling joyful somehow. From where it is? And our awareness will open up to the fact that it is coming from inside me. And we will laugh that this joy was within me whole time and I was searching for it and everywhere.
Very much feels like literally like in this changefulness that we are just moving all the time. That change is / movement all the time. In pursuing, in running after, in stopping, in running away and running to type of thing. And then the exhaustion or some at one point like, okay, no, and then not moving, and then falling out of this movement level type.
Yeah. Our body is moving, our mind is moving, our feeling levels are moving. They are anyway moving continuously. They need to survive, or how to say, to remain connected, to flow, to remain healthy. All of this. This is anyway happening. For example, if the food in our stomach does not move at all, it should remain still. You know what will happen. No? In the same way, anything that we inhale at any other level of being remains still and does not change. It is the blessing of life that life continuously is changing everything as per its law, no? As per its own inherent system. No? That it doesn't listen to us. If our desires of the person be fulfilled with it, about who we are, what we think, it will be such a mess that it will be even difficult for the source to repair it. No? Probably it will have to just burn it down to ashes, and from there something new arises. Just joking. What I mean is that all these things which are happening inside us in the form of change are perfectly moving already. There's just one thing which is not perfect, that is we are moving with it too much. And obviously when we move with every wave, we are going to feel neck pain, no? If we are looking at it. We are going to feel back pain if we are flowing in it. So neck pain or back pain is guaranteed, no? But if we don't want that, either do some practice, no? Let's say stretching practice before that, or sit quietly on the beach, enjoy the view, while enjoying the joy of our own being also. I think you understand, yeah. Why we are talking so much about these things? Because this is the one and the same thing that we are talking about. But hardly anybody listens about it. Oh yeah, the joy of the being. There. No, no, it's not there. It's here. Not there. It's here. It's before there. Even it is beyond here. Beyond in the sense of activity is not possible here. Understanding is possible. Dhyan is understanding, not activity. When you, the being, understands that, oh, Dhyan means, okay, let me just be. Like this. And I know it looks so far away, this joy of the being. The being looks so far away, like, what are you talking about? Maybe it is easy for you, not for me. No, I understand that, yeah. We all will go through this kind of things, no? More or less. But this is the surprising part, that at the end everybody will have to come here only. Because there is no joy anywhere else in this existence except in our own being. There is no joy really anywhere except in our own being. Whenever any one of you feel joy, next time, including right now also, try to check from where joy is arising, from where joy is coming. Like, be very, very sharp in this seeing. It will appear as if it is coming from object, from experience. But don't settle with it. But be very alert about it, very present. Let me see from where joy. Like, I am experiencing joy for sure. No, I am experiencing joy. Okay, from where it is originating. You will be so surprised. You will laugh so much. What the hell is this? It is not coming from object. It is coming from the experiencer of the object. No. This is freedom. This is freedom to know that joy is coming from myself who is experiencing anything. And I have been believing that I am joyful because I am experiencing this thing. You know, because I am on the beach, or because I am having my favorite coffee or chai or something. Also maybe, fresh lime soda with a small umbrella, no? Anything like this. Whatever is our favorite, no?
It's because of what you just said. This is high maintenance.
High maintenance.
And
whole life goes on it.
This joy from within, it's just there. So there is no maintenance, no required, just coming there.
Oh yes, yes. But it does not mean that when we are joyful we cannot enjoy our favorite chai or coffee. In fact, it will be so much more joyful now than we have ever experienced any chai, coffee, anything that we want to experience. Because living the joy of our own being does not cancel the experiencing of life. It enhances, actually. It gives us ability to more profoundly and more freely and playfully experience it also. Because generally we are experiencing life out of need. Now we will experience out of joy, out of playfulness. Not out of sheer need, like all the time desperate. I want water. Not like this. No, I'm very well hydrated. Hey, can I have just fresh lime soda? It's like more for fun, not for need anymore. Otherwise we are like, oh my God, happy. I want happiness. Do you have like 30 ml happiness, 50 ml happiness? Like we are just continuously searching for in everything that we are doing. We are just going to get tired one day, and we will just fall into ourselves. That's all. That's the end of seeking. No? How and when, that we all have to decide. We will decide it once. No? Yeah, thank you. I think it's very good. Thank you. Thank you. So, beloved, I hope that you understand that I'm sharing dhyan and satsang like this, but I'm very open for discussions also. Not that you try to teach me something or tell me, but you take my help in trying to see something that you find difficult to see inside you, to resolve this confusion or you know. I think we are clear about these things. Yeah.
Namaste ji. Ji, I don't have any question, but I just sitting silently and feeling like first time I am in satsang. Just so this is my joy today, and I am very, very grateful of you. It is your grace to bring me this understanding or this joy. Thank you, ji.
It's such a coincidence. I'm also feeling like I'm first time in satsang. You know. What you are feeling is very, very pure, very genuine actually, you know. And try to see that you are actually in the purity of your own being right now. That's why even if the memory is there in the mind, I mean like a, inactive memory, you know, and even the active memory is there in the form of energy flow produced by it or feelings produced by it, and you are somehow not feeling that stillness, you know. This is the amazing thing about this access if we can get to our own being. And we do get access actually in Dhyan and Satsang, but we are not able to stay here. And it's not somebody else's fault really, that oh, I'm not able to stay here, give me some technique. A love affair is needed for it, no? We need to fall in love with this, no? Is there anything more important than this after we come in contact with this purity of our own being? Mostly there is. That's why we go there, no? Let's be honest also with ourselves, no? How to stay in this forever. Everything comes with a cost, no? Like arrangement is needed, a change is needed. No, we want to be there in that old model of personhood also, and we want to be here in the being also. It's not going to happen, no? We can access any and everything in life, but we cannot access it as person and as being at the same time. You know, it's going to be either or, no? Here it's going to be either or, no? Here we definitely have a choice. No? It's not about experiencing body. It's about experiencing body as what? From where also. No? I think you understand this now.
I can say only like after long suffering, make it more like solid decision, I can say, to or interest to
Yes,
live
yes.
in this peaceful state.
Oh yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. We are more interested in this truth now when we have suffered enough. No. Yes, yes. Like we develop value for it in a way. No? Yeah. True, true. our being, when we forget our being, no, when we forget the value of it, has not gone anywhere that time. No, we are still that same being, but we have as if fallen in some dream of being someone in a way. Like we, as if we lost contact with it in a way. We are not able to experience now the joy which is built in, which is our own nature, no, which is our own fragrance. No? Yeah. And it kind of takes few cycles of back and forth that before we finally decide to reside here, no? I feel. Yeah. It's very, very natural. Let's not curse ourselves or, feel guilty that, oh my God, why I'm not able to. Let's be more clear. Let's see more clearly, okay, what is happening here? Why I'm not able to stay here? And if I'm not able to stay here, it's fine. I should be happy there in the mind state, ego state, person state. No? No, I'm not happy there also. What is going on here? Like if we bring more awareness or more clear seeing here, we'll become very, very simply clear. Because otherwise we are just fighting with ourselves, within ourselves. No? And it's obviously going to bring only tiredness, nothing else. No? There's no need to fight with ourselves, within ourselves. No? Let us sit more quietly, not only when we want to enjoy the purity of our own being, but also when we want to contemplate, think, make ourselves more clear and stable. No? When we need clarity, that time also we should sit quietly and observe that, okay, what I am doing and why. And it will become clear to us. It will become clear to us more. That, hey, I don't really have so much of a problems here. No? So I think it's good. Thank you. There was a very beautiful experiment done somewhere, no? On monkeys. Monkeys, they did a experiment that which was based on, like what we call punishment. That if you do this, punishment happens. No? Then not only those monkeys who were there, they learnt the lesson well. Now even a new monkey was, and put in that area, that cage. The old monkeys did not let that do that mistake. They learned so well. Like they taught him in their own language that no, don't do that. And very easily happening inside us also like this. We are learning continuously and growing wiser and wiser every day. It's just happening inside us by itself also. If any one of you can become crystal clear right now about what is your problem, I feel we can solve it right this moment. So our problem is not the problem that we think we have. Problem is that we are not clear about it. What is my problem? What is that I want to solve? What is that I am trying to solve? We are just not clear about this part. Or we are half-hearted about it, partial about it in one sense. No? Like, yeah, I want to know who I am, but maybe some other day. There are other things also to be attended. No? Like that. To any one thing that any one of you feel that is completely clear to you and you are completely clear about it, that yes, I want to solve it right now. It can be solved right now. Because there are no problems in life. It is a declaration of not seeing clearly what is what. So, not that problem, if problem was actually there, could be solved in just one instant. No, because the problem is not there. That's why it can be solved. Because it can be seen that it is not a problem. You know, is your body a problem? Is your mind a problem? The way it is? What is, which is and is a problem? Body is there, thoughts are there, feelings are there, breath is there, being is there. Which one of it is a problem? We will not be able to really pinpoint that this is my problem. And yet we will feel restlessness is there. I'm kind of not able to settle somewhere. How about meditation? It is for those people who don't know what is the problem and how to solve it. It is precisely for those people only who don't know what is the problem and how to solve it. Just come and sit in your quietness of your own being. The sense of problem will not be there. The restlessness that I have to solve it also will not be there. But we are so convinced that the problem is real. It's just that I don't know how to solve it. This part is missing, everything is for sure real. You know, we are so convinced sometimes. I'm just sharing, beloved, joyfully. I hope that it will help any one of you to see some blind spot. No, this is the purpose, intention. Joy of our own being, no, our own being, purity of our own being, who we are, ourselves. This is the most simple and always present truth. This is most obvious and continuously being missed. Like we are missing this obviousness. No? Why we are missing it? No. We are missing it mainly because somehow either we do not know the value of this power, we don't know that how powerful this treasure is. And we are sometimes so busy that even we don't have time to know that how big the treasure is also. No? I think slowly in satsang and dhyan meditation, we are slowly knowing that how big the treasure is. Treasure called I am. No? I exist. Thank you. I think it's very, very good. Thank you. The whole point of meditation is to come to the peacefulness, joyfulness. It is not to declare that there are no problems and they cannot be solved. No, you will see yourself. Is there anything wrong in being joyful before solving any problem? You know, I'm saying something very fundamental right now. We are somehow habitual of being restless continuously. And we think I am restless because problems are there. No, actually problems are being seen by us in life because we are restless. If we can be peaceful, problems are not seen. Facts are seen, challenges are there. You know, the neighbor will not become angel all of a sudden as we become peaceful in our being. You know, no, that will remain exactly as it is. But they are facts, not problems. Problem basically is a declaration within ourselves that I cannot handle this, what it is right now. No, we can, from the being, from the joyfulness. So simply we can. And even if we cannot handle something, we are always going to be peaceful, joyful. No? Whatever is the result. No? There are some things which if we can see. No? Thank you. We are towards the end of this meeting now. If anybody want to talk, you can talk, and then we will end. Devdas, you wrote further, beloved Rajee, I am profoundly happy and grateful for your deep explanation about our being and highlighting all the details of it, which somehow I could not understand so deeply by Shri Muji's constant pointings and explanations. True love and pranams to you, beloved. Blessings to you. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Very nice, very nice. Because this what is being shared here is not uh, to understand so much, in the sense that we share it with others or keep it, in that mind field, but it is so that something can change in us right now, and that is what is happening, to you now. That hey, you are right, as if we are denying some fundamental truth about ourselves continuously for some reason, and at some point we stop denying that, and then we just see it. It's just always here, no? We have sort of a resistance for truth built in. The sadhana part is to remove that resistance, not really to give us some new ability to see the truth or to be the truth. Because Papaji said that as long as there is a resistance inside us for truth, no technique or sadhana can help. No? Like this. So this is the thing. As soon as, when you say, I understand this now, that resistance is not there now, Nothing else happened. Everything was perfect before also and now also. Now you don't have resistance for your own self. And this is such a fortunate moment for anyone. In the name of trying to feel ourselves, in the name of trying to know ourselves, we are just registering to the truth that we are already. Whether we float in this truth that we are, whether we swim, dive, do nothing, sit, anything and everything we do, just going to result exactly the same thing. Joy, truth, being, awareness, natural. Let us not have resistance for who we are. That's all awakening is about. No? And in one way or the other, we are resisting to who we are already. Thank you that my sharing could help you in some way. Ekta, you want to talk? Namaste.
I just want to tell you thank you. This understanding and something that you said that which instantly kind of shifted the whole perspective was like, oh, when you are thinking, you still are, but no, you don't choose to see that. Instead you choose to see that, oh my God, I'm thinking, I want to stop thinking, or that, when that suddenly caused this whole shift. I was like, yeah, this I'm there, I'm there. And this understanding of the restless mind, and you just said something and it just kind of perfectly made sense. So
It does.
I just want to tell you thank you so much.
Right understanding is very important thing, and slowly that correction will happen in us. No, right understanding is like a diamond in our hand. No, wrong understanding is like a collection of many pieces of glass only, which will give us the impression of a lot of things we have like a treasure, but when the time comes, it is useless. No, It cannot even reflect our own face, Right understanding is so valuable treasure, It will help us at the right time, And even the understanding that I have very less right understanding, even that is a very valuable right understanding, Because it creates a space inside us for new right understandings to take place or enter in our heart, Can I bring this simple thing that if we do not know ourselves, then we can know ourselves. But generally, we do not know that we do not know ourselves. Are you able to connect any one of you? Because this happened when we used to do self-inquiry. Like some friend will come and they will ask that help me in self-inquiry, and help self-inquiry is the most beautiful thing, most exciting thing, and it was difficult, and I'm not able to understand what to do here, like this. Then at some point I realized that because they don't know that they don't know themselves, meaning we do not know that we do not know ourselves. But once we know that we do not know ourselves, there is no other thing going to be there in our life more important than this. Doesn't mean that we will necessarily do self-inquiry only. Meditation is also very, very direct and simple. But our eyes will be more inward, half or maybe more of our energies, attention will be inward, like who I am, this who is confused or who is clear and who is experiencing and who is happy and who is unhappy. Who I am, who is this myself? Do you see what I mean? That's why I feel the it's a very important, one of the most powerful question is who I am. But I feel more important than that before is why I want to know who I am. The more sincere answer to this why, the more sincere answer we can expect from who I am also now after that. This is my experience. Because a stable questioner is needed to get the answer of who I am, no? Not some kind of hypnosis that I want to know myself, I want to know myself, I want to know not like this, no? Yes, you want to know yourself. Why? What you will get out of it, which you don't have already right now, no? It is going to remove that confusion in which we live. We call mind also, no? Confusions. Basically, mind simply in this case, I feel confusions, no? Misunderstandings, no? Free from misunderstandings, just sitting, just being here right now. Do we need any effort to know, to experience, to be who we are? No effort actually required. That is the power of our existence, no? Being who we are, knowing who we are, living who we are is all automatic, all effortless. No? But this ourself need to be available to ourself. This is condition. And ourself is not available to ourself because we are available to everything else. In the hope that if my understandings are corrected, then I will become the self. If my experiences have changed, then I will become the self. No. We cannot become or unbecome anything ever. we always will remain who or what we are. Our state of energies can change very much, and it is changing anyway. No? So is this good? Very good to talk to you.
See, it is. There's also something, I feel there was just a verbal or maybe a knowledge, but not something of an understanding, or when I don't know how to say this, that when the mind gets it, of course the mind gets it, and the being still feels dry, but when you get it, then you just feel it. It's like now it's just you. I've also, I feel, there was, I feel like when I am myself, then I will be this, this happy person, and if I remove these conditions, then who I am is who I am. There is no filter to it. There is no happy, unhappy. I'm just there, and then I feel then you are there as well, and
Am I there?
there is.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Then I feel, Rajee, that beloved, that there is no adjectives like good person, bad person, or anything like that. Then you are just, I don't know if I'm able to explain this
No,
to you.
yes, totally. I'm connecting. I'm able to connect and feel what you are saying. Yeah, it is simple
Yeah,
truth
then
actually.
everybody is just there, and
Yeah, but this who we are is the greatest miracle of life. It just we have to give it value, enough time, energy, so that we can experience who or what we are. To know the power of it. What is the power of this I am? I am just here. It's such an ordinary thing. It's not solving any of my problems. Give it some chance. You know what is mind state in one sense is like there is some problem we are facing called I am thirsty, let's say, okay? And we need water. And it has become clear to us inside now that water comes in the form of bottles. Water bottle. I need a water bottle. And we are just repeating in the inside water bottle, water, water, water. And we are searching also, running also because I need water bottle. And we stumble upon a ocean of water, pure, very, very tasty water. And we are talking to it, hey, do you know any shop anywhere where I can find a water bottle? And our eyes are blind in one sense, meaning our eyes are only seeking for water bottle, not water, you know. Then the ocean tells us, okay, yeah, there is a cafe, you can buy bottle here. Then we don't buy bottle here. Then we go to, some small ponds also, pure water, sweet water lake and all. And we still are just so much in that flow, water, 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 water. We don't realize that in the same way we are so much searching for truth, who I am, searching for truth, happiness, that we don't see who I am right now. We are not thirsty of truth, as in somewhere we are going to find it and then we will be happy. No, we are thirsty of ourselves. We are just thirsty of ourselves. We are not having the contentment because we are not experiencing ourselves. We are just thirsty of ourselves only. No? That's why once we start experiencing ourselves, at first it doesn't seem to solve any of problem. It's like same thing, but something is nice about it. It feels like something is very, very nice about it. Like as if some gap, some lack, sense of lack was there. It's not there anymore. Like as if I'm complete first time, you know. And then the it is the beginning. Then you will see slowly its power. The light grows more and more. The joy grows more and more, up to the degree where it becomes bliss like so condensed. Here we can experience all the pain of the body. No, we can experience all the pain of the body, or sometime any other pain also, like emotional pain or something maybe also, while remaining all the time blissful. Do you see my point? You hardly notice pain of even of the body. Even of the body, you notice so less than we notice otherwise. No? Because so absorbed in this in this bliss of who we are. It matters, like, oh yeah, there's a pain, let's do something about the body. But that's fine, that's all about it. It has nothing to do with my joy anymore. My joy is like a permanent thing always there, no? Because my joy means myself. My bliss means myself. Bliss means myself. Sometimes it is also like that. Just to complete the example, just imagine I'm also sitting on the beach there, and I'm saying, can you just talk? Can you just listen to me for a moment? I don't have time so much. I'm desperate. I have to search for water right now. That time, I have to unnecessarily keep some water bottle. Okay, drink this water. Then can you listen to me? And once you drink water and your thirst is quenched, then you will not listen to me after that. Because next search begins after that immediately. Okay, water done. How about, bruschetta or something like nice bread or something somewhere. Now let's search for food now. From one desire to another, we are continuously moving. Thank you, beloved, that you can see this. So, the awakening is not really a attainment of something. It is opening your eyes, no? Then this what is here was always here, no? It was never anywhere else, no? Or not? Have you attained something, or are you seeing the truth now? Which was always here, isn't it? So this is important to be clear about it. Anybody who feels I have attained some truth, some joy, we are going to lose that very soon. Because we are looking at it from a misunderstanding of the mind still, no? I think very good, beloved. Thank you. My best wishes.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think it's a good point. We end this meeting now. It was just very, very beautiful with all of you. Once again, all my best wishes to you. All my love. Thank you.